Hey guys, what is going on? This is Ty Learn, and today I am bringing you part 1 of What If Naruto and Gaara Were Brothers. Now this what if has actually been highly requested, so I'm actually going to be starting this what if, since What If Kakashi Adopted Naruto was also a highly requested one, and that is going to be coming to an end very soon, potentially this week maybe? Well, I don't know, I'll think about it. But anyways, this series, hopefully it does kick off and does really well. And so for hopes of that, let's get this video to 1,000 likes. 1,000 likes and part 2 will be in the near future. With that out of the way, ladies and gentlemen, let's start part 1 of What If Naruto and Gaara Were Brothers.
Hey, collecting rings like a Sonic. Bitches wanna party. My wrist getting heavy, so I got 'em on a diet, yeah. Flex like I'm Hogan. Yobi's coming over. We respect.
We start our story off with Hiruzen being tasked to go out to the Sand Village to try and retrieve some intel about some traitor. On his journey, we would see Shukaku then go berserk, and Hiruzen would then combat Shukaku, and as hold Hiruzen, I believe he would bop Shukaku, and so after he does so, Shukaku would revert back into Gaara. Hiruzen, seeing this baby, would quickly grab it and ensure its safety, and he would then suddenly encounter the 4th Kazekage. The 4th Kazekage was actually on his way to actually bully Shukaku. Hiruzen would then say to Rasa that, this child definitely isn't right in Rasa's care, and he should definitely be taken somewhere else so he can actually live a better life, because this definitely isn't it. Rasa would then nod, and he would then say, "Maybe you're right, my wife is dead because of mainly me." Rasa blames himself for his wife's death, and he believes in his current state he just can't raise Gaara. This is just for the what if's sake, so take it with a grain of salt. Hiruzen would then take Gaara back to the village out of sheer luck because of how merciful Rasa was, and he was able to kind of just charisma vibe check him. Anyways, we would then cut to Hiruzen arriving back to the village, and he would then decide to put Gaara in the same home as Naruto, due to both of them having similar traits and can bond and get along with one another. Gaara is then introduced to Naruto, and Hiruzen establishes to Naruto right away that Gaara will be kinda like his brother now, someone to hang out and bond with. Naruto around this point could actually use this by now, since no one ever wants to hang out with Naruto, and Gaara and Naruto would try and get along at that point, and Gaara at this point in his life has never encountered the one snake that he killed, so he actually is able to get along with Naruto and doesn't care what the people say to him, and he is currently vibing with his new brother Naruto, someone who actually doesn't snake him and actually treats him like a normal human being. Now Naruto during this time would actually get a lot stronger due to his concentrating with Gaara, and Naruto would already still have his goal of wanting to become Hokage, while Gaara on the other hand wants to just be known as one of the strongest ninja alive and prove his dad wrong, because he does remember his dad and he believes him to be a scumbag at this point. We would then cut to present time, which is in episode 1 of Naruto. Naruto and Gaara would be both manipulated by Mizuki to steal the scroll, and when Naruto gets involved, Mizuki reveals his real intentions. Gaara gets enraged at the fact that he snaked him, and Naruto would then have already learned by now of the 9 tails being sealed inside of him, due to he and Gaara's reasoning of being in a household together. They're both lonely Jinchuriki, so I think Hiruzen or Gaara would probably break the news to him some way or another. We would see Naruto preparing his Shadow Clone Jutsu, but Gaara then interrupts and uses his sand coffin to then crush and kill Mizuki. His first experience with this snake was so overwhelming that Gaara felt like he needed the satisfaction of Mizuki's death. After this, Naruto would calm his brother down, and Gaara would then collapse out of the recoil of the bloodlust, and Naruto would make sure his brother is okay, and Iruka would then graduate Naruto and Gaara to Genin. We would then cut to Gaara and Naruto sorting the problems they had during the Mizuki fight, and then heading to school, and when they arrived, Gaara and Sasuke and Naruto would clash eyes, foreshadowing the 3 of them being rivals. Now, I know for usual teams there is a kunoichi, but I do feel like Gaara should be on the same team as Sasuke and Naruto, and who really cares about Sakura, right? So we're just gonna replace Sakura with Gaara. So like in canon, Team 7 would meet with Kakashi for the first time, and they would still explain their goals. Naruto and Sasuke's goals are relatively the same, whereas Gaara's would say how he just wants to be the strongest ninja alongside with his brother. As this happens, we would then get an explanation of Team 7's test tomorrow, and then before Naruto and Gaara fully go home, we would actually see Gaara seeing Sasuke, and he would actually encounter him purposely to actually talk about him and his goals. You want to destroy a certain someone. Vengeance isn't always the way, you know. Sasuke would have turned around and say to Gaara, "Vengeance is the only thing that keeps me moving forward." After this brief encounter, Gaara and Naruto would then go home, and Sasuke would as well, and eventually we would then cut to the morning where Naruto, Sasuke, and Gaara would then meet at the field where they're actually waiting for Kakashi, and Kakashi would then actually arrive onto the field after getting lost on the path of life, and would then explain the rules, and would then tell all the members of Team 7 to disperse. Now Gaara does take his distance, however he would create an eye of sand to watch over Kakashi and Naruto. And while Gaara watches Naruto and Kakashi's fight, he would see how Kakashi is able to subdue someone like Naruto so casually, and Gaara, seeing his brother in trouble, quickly amplifies his speed with the body flicker, as it has been shown that Gaara does have this ability, and before Kakashi is about to use his 1000 years of death, Gaara's sand would intercept the two, blocking Kakashi's attack and saving Naruto. At that point, Gaara would manipulate this sand to wrap around Kakashi, however Kakashi would harness lightning chakra in his palms to counter and destroy the sand that's surrounding him. At that point, Kakashi would then try and engage in taijutsu combat with Gaara, but his sand seems to be blocking his every move. That is until Kakashi then activates his first gate in his base form to amp his speed, allowing himself to blitz Gaara's sand and get the jump on Gaara. Gaara would be sent flying with some of his sand armor cracked, and at that point Sasuke would finally arrive, and like in canon, he and Kakashi would have their scuffle. Eventually the three students are defeated, and Kakashi would tell Gaara and Sasuke not to feed Naruto. However, Gaara, right as Kakashi leaves, disobeys and gives Naruto food, along with Sasuke sharing some as well, and at that point Kakashi would then come in, passing Team 7 for their valuable efforts and appreciation for teamwork. Now before the Land of Waves arc, the team actually has 1 month of training before they actually go on the trip, and I'll say Gaara already has a decent idea of chakra control, and he would help Naruto learn chakra control through the water and tree walking exercises. Now when this would happen, Kakashi sees the two brothers have a step ahead over Sasuke, and Sasuke would catch on to this, and he would ask Kakashi if he can learn about chakra control as well. So Naruto and Sasuke learn it from Gaara and Kakashi. Now the food chain of Team 7 would go Sasuke and Naruto are actually relative to each other, and Gaara would be above both of them by not a big margin, but enough for it to be noticeable. Now we continue our story with the Land of Waves saga, with them actually escorting Tazuna, and they would eventually meet the Demon Brothers, and before they could actually reach Kakashi, Gaara uses his sand to pull the chains back to mess up their technique. The brothers would then fall onto the ground, and Gaara would then use a sand burial on one of the brothers. Kakashi and Naruto both rush to Gaara, telling him to not kill the enemy, and Gaara, as he gets ready to kill him, hesitates and stops. Gaara would then apologize, but they don't have enough time for that, as one of the other brothers are now trying to come at Gaara to kill him for trying to actually harm his brother. Luckily, Sasuke is able to get in the way in time and eliminate the other brother, and after this, we get Team 7 moving on, with Gaara trying to hold back his rage and not letting his lust for blood consume him. That is until Zabuza then arrives. Zabuza would then cast his hidden Jutsu and then send in a water clone to finish off Team 7. However, Gaara would defend the group with the sand wrapping around the group, and when the clone of Zabuza strikes, his sword would get stuck in Gaara's sand, and Gaara would then throw the sword away, but as he throws it away, it would then turn into water, and at that point, Sasuke would just do like how he did in the Land of Waves arc, combat the Zabuza clone, and defeat him, and release the Jutsu. At that point, the real Zabuza would then grab his actual Executioner's Blade and then charge at the group. Gaara would have no other choice but to use his Sand Tsunami, which sends Zabuza back flying, and Zabuza would then get up and have no other choice but to cast his Water Dragon Jutsu. As he's casting the hand signs for the Jutsu, Zabuza states how after he's done with Gaara, he's going to kill Kakashi, then Tazuna, and his stupid little friends. Gaara, hearing this, would then go berserk, as he basically heard Zabuza trying to say that he'll kill his brother, and as this happens, he then releases some of Shukaku's chakra, amplifying Gaara and altering his shape. He would now be in his partial tailed beast transformation, and as Gaara lunges at Zabuza, he would have already completed the hand signs for the Water Dragon Jutsu. The jutsu hits Gaara with the full impact, but as the water clears, it would be revealed that Gaara actually ate the attack, and he would then throw out the beast-consumed hand at Zabuza, crushing him slowly but surely, and now Gaara is slapping him into the ground. "I won't let you kill Naruto." Gaara is losing his sanity, and someone needs to stop him. At that point, Kakashi, with the Sharingan pulled out, rushes at Gaara and tries to sympathize with him. Sasuke would back up Kakashi, and Gaara would toss Zabuza at Kakashi and slam Sasuke into the ground, nearly killing him. Sasuke would unlock his Sharingan briefly and stand to Gaara, but after another hit, Sasuke would then black out right next to Naruto. Naruto would actually look at Sasuke, and seeing his friend kinda just die right in front of him, or seemingly die, he would burst into rage, activating some of Kurama's chakra and allowing Naruto to get an amp to combat Gaara. Naruto would come in rushing at Gaara, punching him in the face, and at that point, Gaara and Naruto, the two brothers, would actually combat with each other. They would go blow for blow before Kakashi actually activates some of lightning chakra around his palm and electrocuting both of the brothers, making sure that they both actually don't go completely berserk and destroy the entire forest along with Zabuza, Sasuke, and Kakashi. Now, Zabuza's crushed body is kind of there and he's nearly dead anyway. However, Haku would already arrive and take Zabuza's destroyed body, and eventually when he actually leaves Zabuza onto the ground to make sure that he's alive, he would actually find Zabuza to not have a pulse anymore, and Zabuza is now dead. Now for Haku, I usually have him dead early in most of my what-ifs, but this time I'm going to let Haku be alive and dip from the fight and try and avenge his master someday. So yeah, after this they would head to Tasuna's house to recover Gaara and Naruto and Sasuke, and during this time they would actually clean their wounds and apologize to each other and settle everything in the past. Now whenever they finish recovering, they would head to the bridge site, and when Gato's squad comes in, Gaara along with Team 7 would destroy all of Gato's men, and Gaara would personally kill Gato himself. Now since Naruto actually saved the group by helping defeat Gaara, I'm going to say Tazuna still names the bridge the Great Naruto Bridge, and this is where we wrap up the Land of Waves arc, along with part 1 of What If Naruto and Gaara Were Brothers. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys did like this video, be sure to hit the like button and share with your friends. Along with, if you are new, be sure to hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. That way you're notified and updated every time I upload. Also consider joining the Discord, as you can interact with me and other YouTubers such as AnimeX, AnimeVillain, etc. Along with following me on Twitter. As you guys all know, my name is Tyler. I'm going to get up out of here. Be sure to get this video to 1,000 likes if you want part 2 in the near future. Peace out. Thank you guys for watching.